Father Robert Reed, president of Catholic TV in the Archdiocese of Boston and a good friend of this program. Father Reed is a priest who uses the cutting edge of technology to evangelize. He's also a man of deep faith and devotion to the saints and spirituality. Peggy Weber spent the day at Catholic TV in Watertown this past week and introduces us now to Father Robert Reed.
Father Robert Reed's vocation, he says, began in the back of his first grade classroom. It was there he heard a compelling story that planted some very strong seeds.
And I was in the first grade classroom with Sister Lydia, and she told us this story. It took like 90 seconds to tell, of St. Tarcisius and how he had courageously carried the Holy Eucharist during a terrible time in the church, in the early days of the church, and he was overtaken by a mob and killed. He was martyred. And it just dawned on me that even as a kid, what a great gift that is for a young person to love Jesus so much that he would give his life.
In a sense, Father Reed realized at a very young age that anyone, no matter their age or education, can make a difference in the world and spread the wonderful messages of the Catholic faith. In his recent book, Renewed, 10 Ways to Rediscover the Saints, Embrace Your Gifts, and Revive Your Catholic Faith, he challenges everyone to get involved. Instead of wringing one's hand and wondering, what is the church going to do? He suggests what everyone can do.
It's everyone's job to spread the faith. And, you know, we're inspired by the saints and the greats that have gone before us, but we also can be very, very much inspired by one another.
And in the words of St. Catherine of Siena, that all the way to heaven is heaven, Father Reed has spent most of his life in heavenly pursuits. He attended St. John Prep in Brighton for high school and college, and then studied at the North American College in Rome. He also holds a master's degree in television management from Boston University's College of Communications. He has served as a pastor, and since 2005, he has been the head of the Catholic TV network, which is available in over 13 million homes and has a website with a 24-hour live stream and more than 3,000 television episodes available for viewing on demand and embedding via CatholicTV.com. Sound technical? Well, Father Reed loves it all and makes it sound easy.
Well, I'm a tinkerer. I remember getting in trouble at home for taking apart a cuckoo clock that my sister had brought home from Germany, trying to figure out how it works, and then of course I couldn't put it back together. But I've always been a tinkerer, and I love new inventions and technology, but more than that, I love to see how we can use them to bring the message of Jesus Christ, the gospel message, to give it deeper penetration.
Since the fall, Father Reed has been asked to wear a few more hats in the Archdiocese of Boston. He was named interim president and CEO of iCatholic Media, and oversees and coordinates Catholic TV, the Pilot, Pilot New Media, Pilot Bulletins and Printing, and the Good Catholic Life radio program. Father Reed shows his love for communications and his hope for the future of the church in many ways, but most especially when he is the MC of the kids' game show, Wow!
Well, we have a lot of shows that we produce here at Catholic TV, but the one that's probably nearest and dearest to my heart is Wow, the Catholic TV Challenge. I always loved game shows, and so having a game show that we produce regularly here at Catholic TV is a way for us to touch young people's lives, families' lives, Catholic schools and religious education programs and parishes.
Wow shows the range of Father Reed's work. He does many things, many things. He is perhaps most familiar to this area when he and Jay Fadden host the half-hour show, This Is the Day, on Tuesday and Friday mornings at 10:30 a.m. The viewership there is incredibly loyal and personal.
Here in the set for This Is the Day, our live morning show, we call it the Catholic TV living room, affectionately. A very important piece of furniture is the prayer box. And so here in the living room, in that box, when people send in prayer intentions, we put them all in that box, and then we ask all of our viewers who watch the show and who are a part of the Catholic TV family to pray for all those needs of their fellow on-air parishioners.
From apps to shows to tablets to who knows what is next, Father Reed is ready and excited about the church's future.
I'm a very hopeful person, and I know that the church is going to have its struggles as it always has for the last 2 millennia. But at the same time, my hope is in Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ is at the center of the church.
Father Reed has traveled the world and is directing Catholic TV into the 21st century. At heart, though, he is still the first-grade boy who heard the call to carry Christ and bring him to others. For Real to Real, I'm Peggy Weber.